welcome back, everybody, to another episode of the RacePlazaMedia. No. Welcome back, everybody, to another livery reveal. My name is Milan.
My name is Pia.
And today we're going to take a look at the Cadillac, the 11th team on the grid. Ooh. We're going to take a look at their reveal. I've prepared it this time. I don't know if you've seen any of it.
I've seen glimpses of it because it's been a couple of days now. I always try to avoid it.
It's been exactly a week, I think.
Yeah, so I try to avoid it. I have some idea of what it looks like, but I haven't really spent time looking at it yet.
Okay, so we're going to jump right into it.
Okay.
So let's do that. Boom. Okay, so this is the logo, yada, yada, yada. Then we did get a video.
Okay.
The video, I do recommend at some point to watch it with sound because there is like a voiceover. I think there's subtitles right now.
Okay.
But I think it's just like the vibe that it gives.
Gotcha. Okay, fair.
But let's go ahead and press
play. All right. I'm so excited that we have an 11th team now. Okay, we choose to go to the moon and do the other things. And not because they're easy, but because they're hard. Okay, we see some black and white. The goal will serve to organize and measure the best of our energies and skills. So the car is coming together. Okay, this one doesn't reveal much. I do think they're like, oh. Is it silver or is it white?
I believe it is white.
Okay. I can't really tell from this colorization. The mission begins. Dun, dun, dun. Excited. Okay, so let's look at some pictures so I can Ooh.
All right. So these are. I have it also one more that's a little bit closer.
Okay.
So you can see that the two sides do look a little bit different. One is a little bit more black. One is a little bit more white.
Okay. It's not what I thought it would be like.
Okay.
I had seen glimpses of that. It's like black and white or something. But that's it, which also surprised me because I was anticipating potentially that they have this weird bronze color that they have in Endurance. So this black and white is definitely surprising. But then also I did see the racing suits, they obviously go very much hand in hand with the racing suits because they're also just black and white.
Correct. I have a picture for them later, but I have other stuff prepared.
Okay, gotcha. So I think it's really interesting. I like that they played with some patterns that we've been talking about, like in the back, which incorporates like the pattern inside the logo, which I don't know what it stands for, but that, and then the ombre. I also kind of like that the sides are different.
Yeah.
I think that's really interesting because that's not common, I think.
No, not at all. I can't think of actually a car on the grid that has opposite sides.
Yeah, so I think
besides like logos and stuff like that.
Yeah, exactly. So I think that's really interesting.
I also like the way the Cadillac is written on the side.
Yes.
So the top one with the black font and then the white one below. I think they did a really cool job with it.
Yeah.
So there's a lot of people. I think the reception has been mixed.
Yeah, I get that.
So some people were like, oh, you've had opportunity for much more color.
Yes.
And people think that this looks actually as the McLaren Mercedes West livery. So this is how the car looks from the front.
Okay, wait, I can't see it right now, so I'm waiting for it to load. There it is. I can see it. Okay, yes.
Sorry.
Okay, yes. I saw the next slide.
Yeah, sorry. I had to move the mouse but I clicked on accident.
No worries.
So this is that's West.
Exactly what it was reminding me of vaguely. That's why in the video I was like, oh, is it silver? Did I see it? Because it does very much remind me of this, which is also such an iconic. For me, it's Mercedes because it's Mercedes-Benz. But I guess they were still under the McLaren umbrella a little bit. I don't know.
It might be wrong. It might be just Mercedes. I'm uncertain.
Because I feel like this is the car for like David Coulthard, Mika Häkkinen. That's the kind of what it reminds me of.
Yeah, and I think they were they were Mercedes. I think they had already separated at that point.
I thought so too. But yeah, it definitely reminds me of that.
And it says Mercedes-Benz everywhere, so I'm assuming this is a Mercedes
car.
Sorry. Yeah.
Yeah, so it does very much remind me of it. Besides that, it is white instead of silver.
Is that a cigarette? Okay, so it is like at the time Ferrari had the Marlboro,
Yeah,
right?
yeah,
And
I
they
think
had
so.
the West. Okay.
Just I feel
Because
like
it's like the only other Westes would be like West in, but then it would say in.
Yeah, so no, I think so, but I'm not certain. But yeah, I don't hate it, but I agree with what you said. There was so much opportunity for color.
Yeah. So go ahead. Sorry. Go ahead.
So I'm trying to think in my head what color I would have wanted for them, especially considering Cadillac. And so I don't mind this. I think I think they're creative in how they designed the livery with the pattern and the ombre, or creative in a way that it's different from all the other cars currently on the grid. Yeah. Not creative because since we do see a little bit of a throwback potentially.
I don't know if I can't imagine it would be an homage to it. I
don't
know.
think it's homage either, but maybe the people who designed it were maybe a little bit inspired by it, or maybe not. Who knows? Yeah, I don't dislike it, but I don't love it either.
So I do have some pictures of the World Endurance Championship cars. Okay. So the brown one, the bottom one, or like bronze or whatever that is I think it is that color because it's not it's like a Hertz team.
Oh,
Joda
gotcha.
Cadillac.
Yes.
So I think because it's a customer car.
Yeah.
But I was also like, please don't be this brown.
No,
ugliness.
I didn't want it to be the brown, but I wasn't sure which direction it would go.
But the top one, you can also see like the fin. You can see the like that classic like Cadillac pattern, and they also have that on the car, but it is very much this thing. It's like I think like the yellow is pretty famous, the Cadillac too, because I think also the GT. No, they don't have a GT3 car. The Corvette is the one that's yellow. So I'm not sure, but these are other color options.
Yeah,
I had seen some fan edits. That just incorporated a little bit more color in the car.
Yeah.
And I do think that also looked cool. I don't dislike it. I think for me, I could see it ranking higher than the other ones because I think it's also new.
Yes. No, I agree with that. I do think it will rank like a little bit higher compared to others because it is new.
Yeah.
And because there were also some creative choices made that were a little bit more interesting.
Yeah.
I do think it didn't quite hit the spot for me. I don't know what I was expecting. I was hoping they wouldn't go like very traditional American with like red, white, and blue because we have a lot of blue cars already on the track. But I also didn't imagine them going that direction.
It doesn't. That's not very much the Cadillac thing. But in the Cadillac emblem, there are different colors, and I think people were hoping they would incorporate that in the car.
That's exactly what I was thinking because I do like how they incorporated the pattern already.
Yeah. It's very subtle. Can you see it? Here.
Yes, exactly. I can see because I think that's really cool. But I do think we could have done some different colors or incorporate different colors. Like I wouldn't have been mad if they would have chosen like the gold.
Yeah,
because
is it like a highlight?
Yeah, or even as like a main color in it.
What, that bronze brown?
Because more in like a goldish version. Because I feel like because we previously lived in Florida and there were a lot of people driving around with Cadillacs. There is this gold kind of color or like a champagne-ish color that is quite popular in the Cadillac, at least in my experience. So that's why I wouldn't have been upset if they would have incorporated that because it's something different and it would have definitely stood out. So I think the black and white, it's
fine.
It's fine. And I think they did an okay job. I don't love it. But I also don't hate it. I don't have a visceral reaction to it.
Yeah, I think there's a lot of cool aspects. I like the two different sides, the colors. I think that's a really cool idea, and that essentially like the ombre comes together on the back, and that's how it switches the colors on each side. I think that's really cool incorporated.
I like that, and I also like how they incorporated the logos. That the logos were all either black or white, which I really appreciate because that was an issue with the McLaren car that we had, that it didn't really fit
Yeah, the two ones
the
that they
vibe.
just kind of stood out.
Exactly. So I'm not mad.
Mm-hmm.
I think we could have. I didn't want them to incorporate red because we have Haas that's red, white, and black.
Yeah.
We have obviously Ferrari that is red, but I wouldn't have been mad if they would have used a different type of color in it.
I agree.
One way or another. But I think it's fine. I'm not upset about it.
Yeah. This is the racing suits.
Yes.
So those we were already able to see. I did find it interesting that in the video, the reveal video, you saw a lot of teams, like team shirts, and they did have like that classic Hilfiger collar.
Yes.
Which I feel like is. I get maybe that's just with the Hilfiger thing. That's what they do. But it is like, I was like, oh, this always looks a little bit like Mercedes.
Well, yeah. And also what I thought, it made it look a little bit more elevated, classy, clean, which is definitely the vibe I get from the brand of Cadillac.
Yeah, because it's like American luxury.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So with that said, I don't think the racing suits really match that, in my opinion. I think the racing suits are clean. I love that, again, the logos for the most part are just white on there, besides the Hilfiger one, from what I can tell from this view. But they seem, I know obviously it's a racing suit, so it seems sporty, but there's something for me that doesn't quite match the Cadillac brand for me. Is that weird?
No, because I think also the car itself
Yes.
doesn't seem representative of the Cadillac brand.
Like you said, like, because it's American luxury.
Yeah.
And like, obviously this is a sport and that but it still represents the brand.
Yeah, it does.
You know, so that's why I'm like, oh.
It's like Mercedes, is their whole thing is like, we don't want our cars to break down because we don't want people to get the association that the F1 car is like, and then they see a Mercedes in real life and they're like, oh, this is like reliability
And then
issues.
Aston Martin with their beautiful green, it just looks like elevated in a way.
Absolutely.
And Ferrari with the red, it's like their color.
Yeah.
So like this, it's good, but it doesn't match. There's
someone out there who cannot get their car alarm under control, and it's been literally on and off for the last 2 minutes. And I've been trying not to like laugh at it, but it's like now someone tried to turn it off and then it
immediately went back on again.
It's like, get your car under control, dude.
Clearly somebody had the remote because they had turned it off.
Yeah, but it's like, why did it even go on? What is still wrong with your car, dude?
I don't get it either. Anyways, my point was that it looks cohesive together, and I don't mind it. But for me, it's a little bit disconnected to what I associate with Cadillac.
Yeah.
Yes.
And you have worked at a Cadillac dealership.
I have.
So
I have.
You are a woman with knowledge.
A little bit. But yeah, so it just doesn't quite
connect
for me. But both of it looks clean. Because it's so cohesive color-wise, it's just not, it doesn't have the elevated sense that I wanted.
Yeah, it doesn't scream Cadillac,
Yes.
but I think maybe this is like a safe entry into it, and then maybe next year there will be a little bit different.
Maybe,
because there's only room for more color, right? Because
Of course.
technically you didn't use a single color.
Yeah, well, fair, yeah.
Right? So there's plenty of room for more colors.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think that is it. I think the
Yes.
next one is the McLaren. Yeah.
Okay.
So that is it. And we are going to soon be recording our ranking.
Yes.
That's going to be interesting. And we will be back for that. In the meantime, let us know in the comments what you guys' thoughts are on the Cadillac. They did also do like a Times Square at the same time. I think the Super Bowl commercial ran.
Yeah, I had seen it going up or leading up to the Super Bowl event. There was like this promo that this was happening.
But what I thought was weird was, so they did the countdown, and then you would think like, because it was like in this box that was like they essentially, like, you can turn on a button if it's like blurry.
Yes,
you know how those weird like
the milky
toilets?
glass.
Yeah,
and
exactly.
Then,
Yeah. And then the countdown, and then it was just like the car didn't immediately reveal, and there was also like, I couldn't find footage for it. I only found fan cams for it.
Gotcha.
And the fan cam that I found the countdown was off. The audience was too fast.
Oh.
they couldn't stay on. But I don't know if
funny.
there was like an audio delay in
Gotcha.
the video. But a little bit unfortunate that I couldn't find like an official video or like a. They were like 3 hour longs, but I'm like, bro, I'm not looking into that.
Okay.
But yeah, anyways, that is it. We'll see you guys next time. Alarm is still going. Bye-bye.
Bye.